Do you know someone who treats their birthday like it's just another normal day? No party, no celebration, and sometimes they don't even tell anyone it's their birthday. While most people start planning weeks in advance, buying cakes, inviting friends, and posting online, these people seem genuinely confused about why everyone makes such a big deal out of it. But psychologically, something very interesting is happening in their mind. Before we dive into that, if you enjoy psychology insights like this, make sure to subscribe and comment below telling me where you're watching from. Now let's get into the real psychology behind it. Most people assume skipping a birthday celebration means someone is sad, antisocial, or simply doesn't care. But that's usually not true. In many cases, the way someone treats their birthday actually reveals deeper things about how they see themselves, how they experience time, and how they manage social energy. Let's break it down. The first reason is something psychologists describe as having an internal sense of identity. Many people use birthdays as a form of social validation. The messages, the cake, the attention, and the celebration are society's way of saying, "You matter. We acknowledge you." But people who don't celebrate their birthdays often don't need that external reminder. Their sense of self-worth comes from within rather than from social rituals. They already feel secure about who they are, so they don't rely on a yearly celebration to confirm their importance. Interestingly, psychological studies show that people with strong internal validation often score higher in authenticity. They are less likely to perform for approval and more likely to live according to their own values. Their confidence is quiet, steady, and often invisible to people who depend on external attention. The second reason is that they tend to experience time differently. Most people see birthdays as milestones, little checkpoints that remind them they are getting older and that another year has passed. But for someone who skips their birthday, time doesn't feel divided into special markers like that. Instead, they see life as a continuous flow. To them, the day they were born isn't necessarily more meaningful than any other day. Personal growth, in their mind, doesn't happen once a year. It happens gradually, day by day. Because of this mindset, birthdays don't carry the same emotional weight. Every day has the potential to be meaningful, not just one specific date on the calendar. The third reason has to do with social energy. Celebrations often require a lot of emotional effort. You have to organize things, respond to messages, show excitement, open gifts, manage social expectations, and sometimes even pretend to enjoy things you didn't really want. For some people, that kind of social performance can feel exhausting. This doesn't mean they dislike people. In fact, many of them deeply value relationships. But they prefer meaningful, genuine interactions rather than social rituals that feel obligatory. Psychologists call this social selectivity. People with this trait carefully choose where they invest their emotional energy. Instead of spreading it across many social events, they focus on fewer but more meaningful connections. In many ways, choosing not to celebrate a birthday can actually be a healthy form of setting boundaries. It's a way of saying, I appreciate people in my life, but I don't feel the need to participate in traditions that don't feel meaningful to me. So if you know someone who treats their birthday like a normal day, or if you are that person, it doesn't mean anything is wrong. It may simply mean that you rely more on internal validation, see time as a continuous experience rather than yearly milestones, and prefer to spend your social energy on authentic connections rather than formal celebrations. And honestly, from a psychological perspective, that's completely valid. If you enjoy exploring the hidden psychology behind everyday behaviors like this, make sure to follow for more insights that make you stop and think. That actually explains a lot.